possession, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
On first down, Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Mahomes pass.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught on the right side, Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
J.J. Wright.
But that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Is no good. That keeps the score.
Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best ones. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. K.J. Wright. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up 49.
The ball carrier.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and this defense will take over right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Wilson, forced out to his left. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because...
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front.
Jason Myers.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
Chiefs 6.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. He'll be hit down at 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
He better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, And even then, they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
To throw again is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 23 yards for the touchdown. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackle.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Andy Reid never wanted to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. People were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman of the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he is all the way up past the 25. Thornhill.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Damian Williams, the ball.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down.
Brings up third down.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
He was covered by Jamal Adams.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They go play fake. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Mahomes covered by the defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Kansas City.
The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Carson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
46-yard line.
They run it with Carson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
The deuce is wild here. Second down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock.
Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22 yards.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Behind the sticks here with a second and 15.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they run the option on second down.
Escaping the pressure right. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Pass interference. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. He will push his way down to about the 14. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know he stays what we call clean and no one gets to him. The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And it's caught. But he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their one-point lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for Seattle. 55 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Wilson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And that's good.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
To 2nd and goal. At the 3-yard.
Second down and goal. Wilson, the quick slant caught. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
3rd and goal.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Wilson to throw. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Greg Olsen. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Hartman on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 28-20. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to throw. Rolling to his left. That one complete to Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go.
One more hurdle here. They need the two-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing now is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson.
Wilson's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now it's Carson. He's got a first down past the 30. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 82 yards.
For a Seahawks. First down and goal to go.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for them?
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Now Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood.
Orchard Park, New York. This is Madden NFL 21.
We are just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at Bill Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. On second and a long way to go. Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Allen. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. There's Vic Beasley. Always tough to block as he gets in to bring him down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
The gain of a yard brings up 2nd and goal. At the
gain of 4.
Tremaine Edmonds on.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Back to Brown, this time complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Bills first down.
And again, it's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. From the 2, here's first and goal.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Now Allen again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
There certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Out to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at my coach. Why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
At the 8-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Vic Beasley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
To try again after the sack. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll still have a third and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game, and unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Tannehill, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Earlier in the quarter, when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
A gain of 42 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Tannehill. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. So plenty of action. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight.
They got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and that'll be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now he'll let it go on the run, deep left side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Allen's pass.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down. Right.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one.
He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete to
Jonnu Smith, 83 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
19.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Derrick Henry.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
At the Bills' 25-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The 36-yard line.
Allen now looks to throw. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. And it worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really, it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White picks it off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
16 yards there, the Bills have a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
first carry for the second-year running back. It's Devin Singletary.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Forced out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Harold Landry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Going deep for Diggs.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked by Kevin Byard, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was emergency mix. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend that kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive to do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On first and 10, Prescott. He'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Ezekiel Elliott.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yeah, the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? Where am I alone? Not on the phone, when I'm on my own. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside, look when they peep us. Huge us in the belly of the beach, but outside there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising, thinking, what type of knowledge gon' sink in? Life gives you lemons and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage way before they pouring on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze on each and every way. Put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Lemonade, lemonade.
Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
Nice like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Matey yank straight out the wood, I'm third cheater. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Macarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me. Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me. Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cash.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
All the talk, all the hype, but the pastest prologue as this Super Bowl is underway.
Taken in the end zone. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
That's good.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Shamar Stephen there on the tackle. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Carson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
Wilson's pass. Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
But what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 8.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Uses the spin. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, Carson. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Chris Carson. He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Carson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 6-0 our score after 1.
The score, Vikings 6, Seahawks 0.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll roll him out right. And complete right side to Cook. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards, a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
6 more yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
This will be caught at about the 5. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field...
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. That's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the... half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. I just think if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Their own 33-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And he'll throw right away. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Seattle, and even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
Cousins on first down. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Now Cousins. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
So the two-point conversion trend continues, at least as far as trying those goes. They've attempted them after all 3 touchdowns, CD, and converted now 2 of them.
They're not just dipping their toe in the water, are they? I mean, they're committed to going for 2 points, and 2 out of 3, now with a 22-0 lead. In a sense, they're a little bit ahead of the curve, because normally it would be 21, wouldn't it?
And with the way their defense is playing, I don't know if it matters if they do convert any of these.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Intended for Tyler Lockett. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. Oh, they'll try and sneak this.
Wilson on the keeper.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Gain of only a yard.
Well, they gave it a shot, quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call a QB sneak on 3rd down, you draw it up to get it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Maybe they were thinking 4-down territory.
Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside. Defense.
That's not good enough, man.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Recovered by the Vikings.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Cousins now.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Cousins pass.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. So we've reached half. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Nothing.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He'll run it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From
you fools hurt. Jesus will.
Bowl Sunday. Slide to kick off for Carolina.
All the talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. He spins free. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile, that's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fans going to get lucky.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Newton's pass intercepted. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line.
And right away, he'll look to throw.
And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down.
To throw again. Newton. He's airing it out for Sanu. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's airing it out for Sanu. He's got it at the 15. Big play there for New England. 46 yards.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown.
With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Pats have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
Stepping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
After review of the play,
the call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been.
Oh, you got to feel it, intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin.
Then he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Newton to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. To throw is Newton. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he'll have his man. That's Edelman.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a first down.
14-yard line.
To the air again, Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time.
That'll be caught. It's Sanu for the Patriot touchdown.
Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more. people in his general area, wherever he lines up, to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball.
So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Bo Allen coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brandon Copeland. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tyler Lockett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
Yeah, the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Wilson to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd down. at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They run for it with Carson. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
44-yard line.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Taken down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Pressing the ball carrier.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the first down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case,
and he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. They gotta love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little havoc.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Khalif Raymond on the return.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. They'll be led out by their 32-year-old quarterback in his 9th season in the NFL. It's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job for Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in that.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. You think about it, Charles. This is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Benson Mayowa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
that's the end of the first quarter.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
8-0.
Throwing on second and long. Tannehill. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
Tannehill's pass. Only